Hi everyone, hope your day is going well. I'm Peggy and I'm the program coordinator for Migrant Worker Community Program. We'll be talking about coping this week. This is our fourth video in the mental wellness series. If you want to check out all of our videos, they'll be in the mental wellness series playlist on our YouTube channel as well as on our Facebook. This video is brought to you by Canadian Mental Health Association and Migrant Worker Community Program. Make sure you check out our page if you want to see this video in Spanish. Today we'll be talking about what are emotions, emotional health, emotional literacy, emotional wellness, why is coping important, coping strategies, mindfulness, and resources. So, what are emotions? Emotions are a representation of our inner states. They are not just a feeling, but a complex blend of actions, expressions, and internal changes to the body that occur in the response to the meaning we make of our environment. This is why emotions play a huge role in our actions, our relationships, and our lives. Some emotions are pleasant and provide us with a positive experience, such as feeling calm, hopeful, or secure, while others are more challenging, such as anxiety, sadness, anger, and hopelessness. There are four components of feeling and emotion: the situation or what is happening to you at that moment, the details you put your attention on, how you think about the situation and what it means to you personally, the response you choose to emit, physical changes like blushing and shaking, and behavioral changes like shouting or crying. The way you think about a situation will determine the feelings you have. That is, the situational appraisal generates a type of emotion you experience. Based on the thought processes you have, you will then proceed to have a response. Our emotional responses both reflect and contribute to our overall mental health status. So let's look at emotional health. People who are emotionally healthy are in control of their thoughts, feelings, and behavior. They're able to cope with life's challenges. They can keep problems in perspective and bounce back from setbacks. Being emotionally healthy does not mean always being free from negative emotions. It's about working on your skills to be able to manage the ups and downs of day-to-day life. Feeling emotions, whether pleasant or not, is a part of good mental health. Emotional literacy is important as it contributes towards living a good life. Emotional literacy is the ability to recognize how we feel, understand our feelings, label them, and express them. When we are emotionally literate, we are better able to manage our emotions or regulate them. When we put our feelings into words, we are constantly constructing and making meaning of our emotions. Without words for emotions, our feelings might seem unclear to us. Research studies have shown that when people put their feelings and thoughts about upsetting experiences into language, their physical and mental health often improve. Writing can also reduce stress levels and negative mood states. When we practice emotional literacy, it promotes emotional wellness. Emotional wellness is inner strength. It is the overall development of inner strength to deal with challenges in a good day. It includes the ability to grow and learn from experiences. It is important to our functioning as humans because it inspires self-care, relaxation, stress management, and stress reduction. Understand your emotions and you'll understand yourself. Research shows that naming our emotions can actually help us feel calmer and help us understand what we are going through. A better understanding of emotions, becoming more aware of their effects, and labeling them more accurately, we are better able to make sense of how we are feeling and act in ways that contribute to greater emotional well-being. That's the power of getting real about how you feel. In reality, we deal with a range of emotions, so it is crucial for us to learn how to help ourselves when we are experiencing overwhelming emotions. Whether you have been having a hard day at work or you're having a hard time adjusting to a new environment, having healthy coping skills can be helpful in making yourself feel better. Coping can help you manage any types of stress, whether it is work-related or familial or financial. So what is coping? Coping can be described as the thoughts, behaviors, and actions that help us deal with internally and externally stressful situations. Coping can be divided into reactive, a reaction following the stressor, and proactive, a way of neutralizing the stressor. For example, if you're living with someone who's a bit of a messy person, your initial reaction may be to feel disturbed and it may make you feel stressed. This is reactive coping. Proactive coping involves the steps you take in regards to the situation. You may want to communicate your needs to another person and take time to explain how keeping a clean area may benefit everyone involved. Types of coping strategies: we have problem focused, when addressing something that is causing you stress directly; emotion focused, used for reducing the negative emotions associated with the problem; meaning focused, using critical thinking to derive the meaning of a situation and look at the problem with a different perspective; social support, used to reduce stress by seeking support from friends or family. Why is it important to develop healthy coping technique? Migrant workers are faced with different challenges related to food, shelter, healthcare, fear of getting infected or spreading the infection, loss of wages, family concerns, anxiety, loneliness, and fear. They may also face negative experiences like harassment and microaggressions from the local community. This is why coping mechanisms become extremely important, as they can help you maintain a sense of well-being even when the circumstances are challenging. Coping helps us to deal with stress and bounce back from adversity, to learn new skills and adapt to change, to develop develop self-confidence and a high self-esteem, to be in a healthier state by minimizing health risks, to find activities that make us happy, to meet new people, to lower levels of stress, anxiety, depression, and have a brighter outlook on life. Because it is easy to get used to the bad coping strategies, it is important to identify them so that you can start to make a change once you see this behavior. Let's explore some bad coping skills. Isolation. To cope with anxiety and stress, many people withdraw socially from family and friends. Doing so can create an overall sense of loneliness, and it may cause you to lose this support system, which is meant to provide you with a sense of care and safety. Some ways you can see this behavior is in individuals who participate in abnormal television watching, reading, or time spent online. Unhealthy self-soothing. Soothing behaviors include binge eating and binge drinking, among others, which are some common ways people turn to feel better. In moderation, these behaviors are healthy, but it is extremely easy for them to turn into unhealthy behaviors, thus creating more problems in life. Numbing. When you choose to drown your emotions and use alcohol, drugs, and food as a distraction instead of dealing with your emotions, that's when it becomes a problem. Participating in this behavior can be quite dangerous because it can be really hard to stop and could possibly lead to addiction and other related problems. Risk-taking and compulsivity. Sometimes the effects of stress can cause others to seek out riskier behavior. For example, gambling, unprotected sex, experimenting with drugs, reckless driving, and getting involved in illegal activities are all behaviors that correlate with risk-taking and compulsive behaviors. Once you have reached the point of making it a habit, it can negatively affect your life, and professional support is necessary to break the habit. Self-harm. People who are really struggling to find a way to express their emotions may turn to self-harming tactics. Cutting, scratching, pinching, ripping skin, interfering with healing processes, burning, and hair pulling are dangerous behaviors to be aware of. It is imperative to seek professional help if this is occurring. If you have used any of these coping strategies in the past, feelings of shame or guilt can be common, especially when you're trying to incorporate healthy coping skills into your life. Recognizing that you need to make changes is always the first step in making positive change. Everyday life stressors are difficult to deal with. It is okay to feel the emotions you are feeling. Now that we have identified bad coping strategies, we need to look at healthy coping strategies that can replace self-sabotaging behavior. Talking or venting. Talking about what is causing you stress can assist in clearing your mind and allowing yourself to feel heard. Seeking support from others instead of isolating, internalizing your emotions can immensely reduce the negative effects of a difficult situation. Humor. Finding a way to laugh about a current situation or seeking out comedic relief can help make light of a stressful situation and keep it from becoming too overwhelming. Physical activity. Exercise is extremely helpful when it comes to coping and releasing emotions. Taking part in running, walking, swimming, dancing, yoga, or any sort of movement does wonders for your body and mind. It releases the sort of feel-good emotions we are looking for and provides us with clarity, making us feel amazing. Creative outlets. Finding an outlet to demonstrate your creativity is a great way of taking your mind off of the negative and focusing on the positive. Activities like painting, drawing, taking pictures, playing an instrument, writing songs or poetry can help you achieve relief and a sense of accomplishment, boosting your self-esteem and overall mood. Research tells us that one of the most stress-releasing practices is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the act of maintaining moment-by-moment awareness of your thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and your surroundings. There are countless benefits to implementing a regular mindfulness practice to your routine. It boosts the immune system. It reduces symptoms of stress. It increases positive emotions. It improves sleep quality. It increases brain function and improves learning, memory, emotion regulation, and empathy. Practice reaching a state of mindfulness. Watch yourself transform. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes of day to sit with yourself and let yourself be. You will begin to notice your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations as they happen. The goal isn't to clear your mind or stop thinking. It is to become aware of your thoughts and feelings rather than getting lost in them. Awareness and acceptance. The thoughts, feelings, and sensations that you notice should be observed in a non-judgmental manner. If you're feeling sad, simply state to yourself, I notice that I'm feeling sad. There's no need to further judge or force yourself to try to change the feeling. Mindfulness can also be practiced in various forms, such as meditation, going for a mindfulness walk, coloring, doing light stretches, writing, reading, biking, etc. Meditation is a form of mindfulness that allows us to make a break from the constant thinking that goes on when we are awake. Meditation creates calmness. It also creates a sense of control over life, improves intention, causes healthy changes in the brain, improves ability to regulate emotions, help us process our emotions, help uplift mental health. It's an automatic response response is calm. It lowers cortisol levels. It's linked with decreased cigarette, alcohol, and drug use. Sit in a comfortable place and begin paying attention to your breathing. Notice the physical sensation of air filling your lungs and then slow leaving. When your mind wanders, which it will, simply notice your thoughts and turn your attention back to breathing. Guided meditations are perfect for beginners as you're guided through the breathing process, which helps you ease into your practice. Set aside 5 minutes of your day to be still. You'll begin to experience positive changes in all areas of life. Meditation loosens the connections to particular neural pathways of our regular thinking patterns and replaces them with more positive ones, making us experience less negative emotions, be at peace, feel more capable, and more in control. If you have recognized you utilize bad coping skills, now is the time to make a change. Let us help you navigate your way to develop healthy coping skills. This much information can be overwhelming. You must be thinking, where do I start? How can I begin to incorporate this into my daily life? Let's answer these questions. Here are a couple of actionable tips which you can take from this videos. You can start by recognizing that you want to make a change. You're already there if you made it this far to the video. Start small. Start with what seems like the most appealing coping technique for you. Even a small change can make you feel accomplished. Use this coping technique whenever you're feeling stressed and see if it works for you. Continue trying different techniques to get to know what works for you. This is all about getting to know yourself by trial and error. Once you figure out which techniques work for you, make sure to incorporate them when you feel you could use it. Ensure you have multiple coping techniques because sometimes one technique is not enough. Practice making these techniques a part of your daily routine to maintain a sense of well-being. Remember that coping techniques are subjective. What makes you feel better will not be the same for everyone else. And most of all, practice self-love. This is the most important holistic treatment of all. Let go of your negative self-talk. Stop criticizing yourself. Don't be so harsh with yourself. Do not hold yourself to such a high standard. Don't expect more from yourself than you do from others. Treat yourself like you would treat your loved ones. Be gentle with yourself. Accept yourself and appreciate who you are. You are not your emotions. You are not your mistakes. You are not your worries. You are worthy of love. Again, now we have some of the resources for you and your well-being. We are the Migrant Worker Community Program. We are always a resource. You can reach out to this number or this email. Also, you can reach out to us via Facebook DMs. You can reach out to us on our website as well. We are always there to help. Some other resources for your mental health are Bounce Back, Connects Ontario, Mental Health Crisis Line, Windsor Essex Community Health Unit, COVID-19 Steps to Justice, Wellness Together, Canada. Canadian Mental Health Association, they are available on site at various workplaces, provides information and referrals to resources, one-on-one confidential counseling, mental health and well-being workshop. You can download the Hub Connect app on your smartphone. Information about local resources, healthcare, food, community events, health and safety, etc. can be found over there, specific to migrant workers and temporary foreign workers. If you have any questions, please let us know on Facebook, Instagram DMs, wherever you can find us on our website. Questions are always welcome. Thank you so much for listening.